If you're considering a move to San Antonio, understanding the true cost of living is definitely important. In 2025, while the city remains more affordable compared to other major Texas cities, rising home prices, property taxes, and general living expenses are factors that can significantly impact your budget. So whether you're planning to buy a home or simply assess day-to-day expenses, it's so important to know whether San Antonio is still an affordable option for your lifestyle. In this video, we'll break down the key costs from housing and utilities to groceries and transportation, so you can make an informed decision before making the move. So let's jump right into it. Currently, San Antonio's cost of living is approximately 9% lower than the national average and 1% below the Texas state average. According to the San Antonio Board of Realtors, the median home price in the city is $314,000, while the average residential rental rate is around $1,900. Home prices in San Antonio have been steadily increasing since 2020, but they still remain significantly below the national median home sales price of the U.S., which is $412,000, and the median rent of $2,095. This definitely makes San Antonio a more affordable option, especially when compared to states like California, where the average home price is $900,000, New York at $780,000, and Colorado at $600,000. The $314,000 median price in San Antonio stands out as a more cost-effective option, especially in today's economy. When it comes to utility costs, you should be mindful of both electricity and water expenses. Now, during this peak summer months, especially from May through August, your electricity bill could range between $250 and $320. Now, that's largely due to running the air conditioning to combat the Texas heat. Outside of the summer, you might see your CPS bill drop to $150, though this varies depending on factors like family size, whether you live in a 1- or 2-story home, and even the age of the home. Now, for example, some older homes with mature trees providing shade might allow homeowners to keep their air conditioning at 78 degrees, while newer energy-efficient homes might still need to run their AC at 68 to 70 degrees, as I personally do. And if you're not from Texas, 68 degrees may sound extreme, but trust me, it can get brutally hot here during the summer months. As for water costs, you could expect to pay between $50 and $80 per month, which is what my family of 4 typically pays. Now that includes me, Alyssa, our daughter, and our dog Kevin. Of course, the price will depend on usage and if you water your lawn more frequently or have a larger lot. Those costs could increase. One quick tip I'd recommend to try to keep energy costs low is installing sun blocking screens on windows that get the most exposure. In our home, the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, which heats up our bedroom in the early morning. So if you're in a similar situation with sunlight entering your home, or if you have pets that stay in these rooms while you're away at work, investing in screens or other cooling measures can make a big difference. And if you've gotten any value out of this video, then feel free to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell for notifications. That way you can be a part of our growing community. And if it's your first time to our channel, my name is Frank, and my wife Alyssa and I, who run a small husband and wife real estate team, get calls, texts, and emails from people just like you looking to buy or sell homes right here in San Antonio. So if that's you, don't be shy or hesitate. Just give us a call, send us a text, or send us a quick email. That way we can help you make a move right here to San Antonio. Now back to the video. The next item on the list is going to be the cost of groceries and dining, which can vary depending on the size of your family and your lifestyle choices. For a typical family of 4, including a dog, you can expect to spend around $200 per week on groceries, which adds up to approximately $600 to $800 per month. Now, the cost of dining out can differ based on where you choose to eat. For instance, if you're grabbing a quick meal for a family of 3 at Chipotle, you might spend around $20 to $30. On the other hand, if you opt for a sit-down meal at a place like Olive Garden or a local burger joint, you're looking at anywhere from $45 to $60 for the same family size. Hopefully these estimates give you a good idea of what to expect in terms of food-related expenses. Now, moving on to transportation costs. Transportation costs are a significant factor in the overall cost of living, especially in a city where commuting might be a part of your daily routine. Here in San Antonio, you most likely need to own a car due to distance in commutes and the lack of public transportation we have. But I'll expand more on that here in a bit. You'll need to consider expenses like gas, insurance, maintenance, and possibly potential parking fees if you're parking in areas like downtown. We don't have toll roads here in San Antonio, so that won't be an issue unless you're traveling in parts of Austin. But for a typical household with 2 vehicles, you could be spending anywhere from $200 to $400 per month on gas alone. Now that's depending on how much you drive and the current gas prices and the type of vehicle you're using. Car insurance is another expense to factor in, which can range from about $100 to $200 per month per vehicle. Now that's based on your coverage needs and your driving record. Maintenance costs and unexpected repairs might add another $50 to $100 per month on average. So if you prefer to take advantage of our public transportation, you're looking at the Via Metropolitan Transit. It's definitely a more affordable alternative. However, it's worth noting that the public transit in San Antonio is not as extensive as other large metro areas. So your ability to rely solely on public transportation might depend on your specific location. So for instance, Via really only travels no further than the inside of Loop 410. Now, there may be a few areas that it travels just directly outside of 410, but for the most part, anywhere as far as 1604 and beyond, you'd become more dependent on a vehicle. Now, a monthly Via pass could cost between $38 a month with optional 7-day and annual passes. Additionally, if you're considering ride-sharing services like Uber or Lyft as part of your transportation plan, expect to pay around $10 to $30 per ride, depending on the distance and demand at the time. I just want to warn you that these costs can add up quickly if you use them frequently. Overall, transportation costs are an essential part of your budget and can vary widely based on your lifestyle. Now, when it comes to healthcare and insurance, costs can vary widely depending on a variety of factors, making it challenging to provide a one-size-fits-all estimate. For instance, cost for health insurance monthly is not only dependent on family size and level of coverage, but whether the insurance is obtained through an employer or in the marketplace, which can also determine cost per month. Either way, San Antonio does have lower costs than many other major U.S. cities when it comes to cost for health insurance. In San Antonio, healthcare services are generally accessible with a range of hospitals and clinics scattered throughout the city. So, no matter what side of town you live on, you will have access to nearby healthcare facilities, whether that be a hospital or an emergency clinic. Now, San Antonio does have a few level 1 trauma centers like University Hospital, as well as SAMC, which is the San Antonio Military Medical Center, that's located at Fort Sam Houston and is one of the largest military hospitals in the country. Now, there are other various hospitals around the city near the medical center, which is where the majority of the top medical facilities are going to be located. Around the medical center, you'll have hospitals such as University Hospital, Methodist, and Baptist hospitals. There is also a VA hospital for military veterans within the medical center, as well as fairly new VA hospitals over on the far west side of San Antonio off of Highway 151. So, as you can see, there is no shortage of medical facilities here within the city. Now, of course, there are several other expenses you'll want to factor in when budgeting for cost of living, such as entertainment and leisure, as well as childcare and education. The cost of these items can widely vary depending on your lifestyle again. So if you'd like to discuss these expenses in depth, or if you're thinking of relocating to San Antonio, then feel free to give us a call, send us a text, or shoot us a quick email. That way we can help you make a smooth move right here to San Antonio. And if you found any of this info incredibly helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and share this video with someone you know who could use this information. Also, drop a comment down below if you have any questions or want to share your own experience with costs here in San Antonio. Let's keep the conversation rolling, and I'll see you on the next video.